Yeah, you know what it is. Hot 97, Phone Flex, Top 80 Day Countdown. We sponsored by Wendy's. I just turned up JayZ's headphones. He looked at me like I was crazy.
You got a DJ. You got the DJ ears.
The deafness?
Yeah.
Hove is in the building, New York.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
So, four continents?
Four continents. Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, in 2 months.
What was the capacity like in some of these?
Oh, from 20,000 to 7.
Wow. Full show, giving it to them on album cuts.
Hour and a half. They know on the album cuts, You Don't Know, PSA Crazy in Bratislava in Poland, Angola.
So where's the place that they didn't let you into?
Oh, that was
Easy on the bomb, chat.
That was somewhere in China. Was it Taiwan? No, I did Taiwan. I did Taipei. Might have. Hold on. Can you actually? Yeah.
And why?
Yeah.
Why did he not want you to?
You know, it's still over there. A lot of places are real. It's crazy. Like communists, and you can't get Google. You know, Blackberries and
That's
things like that.
Not
like
allowed.
It's real. It's a serious situation. But I'm in good company. I feel because they did the same thing to the Rolling Stones. They made them cut like five joints off their list. What was it? Shanghai? Yeah, Shanghai.
It was like, no, we can't. Did you fly there already and got there, or you just got word?
But the best part about it is they sent the first half. So I was like,
that's always what.
I was like, all right. If you don't really understand what we're talking about there, before a promoter book you, they got to send that first half of the money. So when the government was like, nah, you can't come in, I was like, I want to come. They was like, you can't. I was like, all right,
I understand.
I'm willing and able to perform. Yeah, that's the language you got to know when the lawyers get involved. I'm willing and able to perform. I'm ready to go. If you guys will let me go.
When you're an artist or a DJ in New York and you get that call in the first half, that's always like, all right, I'll just roll with that. Now I can spend that because it's going to stay here.
Yeah, so it was all good.
It's Hot 97, JayZ, Funk Flex. What made you do the tour? What made you say, I'm going
to... This is all before the album. So I was going out and I was like, now I'm sitting, I'm here at Def Jam. I want to make sure that I go out and touch everybody who been listening to my music for so long and get a chance to experience, me live. So I set this whole thing up. This whole thing is before the album. I set this up like a year ago.
I haven't seen you since, I did talk to you, but I haven't talked to you in length since Radio City. That was the show of life.
My man.
The Lexus coming out on that stage.
Yeah,
I saluted
it. Thing. Yeah, they gave me a big thing on that. I gotta have it now. I can't perform without the Lexus. That's, I got it. We found that in the Queens used car lot.
Oh man,
real. Yeah.
The two-tone, crazy.
Pearl joint. Yeah.
I was like, wow, you don't remember what that was when you pulled up in front of the club? That made you know what it is. That was putting the Benz to sleep back then.
GS was hard. In the Torn edition, vicious with the gold on the back. Yeah.
And you came out the Passenger, which was tough.
Yeah.
That was a statement.
Yeah.
It's Hot 97.
That was the hustler. You roll up on you and just roll the window down like, yo, where my money at, man? Right? You always sitting in the passenger. You can't really, right? The big guys in the passenger seat laid back. You just roll down the window. Kid run up to the window. Yo, where my money at?
It's Hot 97, JayZ, Funk Flex. So, the album. I mean, I know that, now correct me if I'm wrong, I've seen a couple places that was written that you had FBI run up in Def Jam to monitor and slow this leak situation down.
No, that was the rumor version, but I definitely had that. I sent the people around to slow it down a little bit. It wasn't the FBI, but
it was equivalent to that.
no law enforcement, but it's just like you make records, you put together like, you're almost like a chef when you're making records. And you preparing something and you want to deliver it and you want to present it the way you want to present it. You don't want, just to get out of control. It's a good thing that, you know, I'm this far in my career, and people are still treating it like a new artist. You know what I'm saying? Which is a great
you got
thing.
the city in a frenzy.
Yeah, I heard.
Frenzy.
I'm mad that I missed that whole thing. But you know, we gonna recreate it. I'm hip now.
It's Hot 97, Funk Flex, JayZ. So, speaking of Def Jam and Def Jam Records, and correct, I want to make sure I have the correct title, which is President, correct?
President and CEO.
President CEO of Def Jam Records. And now this year you've had some great success. I mean,
yeah.
Rick Ross sold a lot of units.
Number 1 into number 1.
Ludacris
into number 1.
Young G's.
That's number 1 again.
Rihanna.
Yeah, number 1.
Mariah.
Super 1.
Crazy.
Kanye
West.
Yeah.
And you also, brought Nas over into the building and his project's getting ready to drop.
Yeah.
How hard is it with so many personalities and so many different artists? Because it's not like you have 7 of the same artists. It's they're selling a lot of units, but each one's different. And them being there, you know, seeing all your success, your Rockefeller success, how many you sold units. Now, how does the process work? Does the artist have to, did they play the music? Do they have to involve you? They don't? Do you make like a marketing decision of what this project's going to be? How does it work?
As far as in the beginning of the project, I like to be involved as much as the artists, you know, like me to be involved. I don't push my involvement on anyone. You know, some people are self-contained. Like, you know, Kanye is, for the most part, self-contained. He'll come play his records after he pretty much has a album. Young Jeezy's the same way. And then some people, we make the album from scratch, like with Neo and with Rihanna. We made those records from the beginning.
I'm sorry, very successful project.
You know what I'm saying? Number 1. So, you know, it depends on the artist. Depends on what the artist, what type of involvement they want. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, who's, like, for instance, the Mariah or Nas, are you like involved in like the Nas project at all, the Mariah project?
Mariah in LA really put that album together, you know, so I wasn't involved with that much.
Okay.
With Nas, once again, he's a self-contained artist, but you know, we've had a few listening sessions, listened to the music, discussed it.
Now, I know there's some artists, several up teen that are very happy. You get a couple that feel, you know, funny sometimes. How do you deal with those situations, like a Method Man who kind of doesn't feel 100% happy?
The thing about being an executive, and I have to take my hats off to, you know, all these guys who's been doing it for so long, like Leo and L.A. and all them guys, is very difficult. Difficult position, because it's a thankless job. You know, like if the artist is successful, they did it. You know what I'm saying? If
we gotta go with a different beat that we're talking over. You're murdering me, Tad. You got the good times riding out with the words.
Yo,
come on, Tad. Dennis wouldn't allow that. Okay, I'm sorry.
If there's, you know, it's a difficult position to be in, because everyone's not going to be successful. You know what I'm saying? But you try to put the same amount of energy and the same focus on every artist. You know, of course, if you see something is winning, everybody's gonna run to that direction. It's a business. You know, if something is winning, everybody's gonna run and get behind that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the business. It's been that way from the inception of time. You know. It's
Hot 97, Funk Flex, JayZ in the building. Call us.
And then once again, not to keep talking about it, you can't take everything personal. People have, you know, their own issues and things they're dealing with too. A bunch of things, you know.
Involved in.
Yeah, so you try to, well, at least I do. I try not to take it personal. I try to, like, you know, maybe there's something going on in their life or something.
So you try to give them the best opinion, you get your best expertise.
I only have one opinion. You know what I'm saying? You might not like it. It might not be the best, or might not be what you want to hear. But I only have one opinion. That's you know, that's just how I am.
Was it annoying you a little when Meth was on the radio stations and kind of expressing his?
Nah, like I said, I try not to take. I spoke to Meth after that. You know what I'm saying?
So moving good now.
Yeah, everything is smoothed out. And like I said, it was, you know, lot of different pressures and things that he was going through too, that people don't know or may never ever find out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
So now also in this whole, since you've been at Def Jam, there has been, because I haven't seen you in a while, so I like to catch up with, you know. So in all of that now, Nas has moved, of course, to Def Jam. DMX went over to Sony, and he was like, maybe not so much at you or JayZ, but more like, I guess, at Def Jam as a whole, like, and him not being able to be there or put out his album, or he felt that his album wasn't able to come out. How did that all come to play? Him becoming a little unhappy.
I think that, you know, from the beginning, you know, you got to figure me and DMX came up together. We came up battling on pool table in the Bronx somewhere. So that relationship, is a difficult one from its inception. That one is doomed for failure some type of way. You know what I mean?
It wasn't going to get better.
Right. It's like, you know, we're peers. Like, how could you even be involved in my project? But that's just the reality of the situation.
Okay. So you really didn't get to. Did he want to go, or was it that his album wasn't going to come out, or?
Yeah, I think it was a situation where, you know, he made an album, and it was like, we need more. And, you know, it's very difficult to say. You know what I'm saying?
I can imagine. So. I can imagine. I guess, I mean, Hov, you gotta think, I don't know if, you know, I don't rhyme, but,
that's right.
You know, I'd feel funny about, my guard would be up, my whole emotions. Not just DMX, anybody coming into an office, that. You know.
I know that, but that's the typical way to look at it. That's the typical way to look at it. You can look at it the other way also, because you could say, like, if you're comfortable with all these guys that, these Clive Davises and Leo Cohns and things like that, you're comfortable with that. That's cool, but you don't want someone that you came up from the same place you came up from, lives it, knows it, know where the hook is, know where the hit is, sold more records than, you know.
You.
Yeah. But you're cool with that. You're cool with Leo and Clive, and this is no disrespect to them because they're wonderful, and much more accomplished record men than me. You know what I'm saying? But you're fine with that, but you're not fine with having someone, and plus I'm in there. I don't care. It's not my money, and I don't care. I don't have a problem with job security. I'm not worried about them firing me or anything like that. So I'm not guarding the nickels. My first thing is to get the guy as much money as he can, so they can do the job that he's gonna do. And that's how it goes. If you're delivering, you just get the money. That's all I care about. At the end of the day, I don't care. I don't have any hang-ups about job security. I don't care about no money. I don't care about who gets this. Which
is really what it is sometimes when you're talking to other execs in that position.
Right, because they're fighting for the company.
And their bonus.
Right, and they're fighting for the company. They're trying to give you the least amount of money so you can look good with the company. I don't have that problem.
It's Hot 97, Funk Flex, JayZ. Call us 1-800-223-9797. We're going to go to number 8 song on the top 88 countdown. So, Hov, I know we got through a lot. I got a few other things on my list. In a little while, I'm asked you about, I know at one point you were thinking about having Lil Wayne on the label, correct? Was that?
Yeah, we had discussions, So I'm going to ask you about that. You were also thinking at one point about the Locks.
Jim Jones got a freestyle out. I don't know if you heard it.
Nah,
That's it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you about that in a little while. I want to ask you about 4040 in Vegas. I want to ask you about the Nets. Of course, the new video, which I like very much.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Monaco.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, Danica Patrick.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you about a couple things about Beyonce, too. I know I always put the question out there. You dance me every time. I never really get a good answer.
Got some new dance moves. It's all good, though.
I know what you do. You always dance me, but I might as well just let it be known I'm going to ask. All right, so So keep it here. Top 97 Funk Flex. You see what I got set up over here?
Oh yeah, that's the turntables. I didn't like the CD joint with the computer. That's the old school turntable.
So, yeah, I was thinking that we was gonna maybe.
Yeah, we might as well let them know where it's at.
Let's do something. I thought we might do something today.
I got my bars up. You could just put it in perspective where everything is at.
So, what time is it? In a little while. What's the countdown looking like, too? You know what, too? I mean, we should just go in rare form, right? Because with somebody of your size, it's a tat. You know, in the computer, and you go to the JayZ section, we just going to play 8 JayZ records, old and new, for an hour. The top 8 is preempted. Breeze is okay.
Like
everybody be smooth.
There's enough material for an hour. I just want people to understand.
It's enough for 4.
Yeah,
but, you know, we're going to... You know, when I understood what you do out here, is, you know, when a DJ sets up, you know, you set up your crates and you set up, you know, to wear something down. And then you start, you know, when there's a new operation that's taken over, because then you start going, okay, I got to get a bigger crate and a bigger section for this Rockefeller section. But what people don't know as a DJ, something has to come out. It's not, you don't add a whole crate.
Right.
If you have 4 crates, you situate your crate and you take some songs out. So we can go a couple hours with these Rockefeller records. So let's see, what we're gonna go with first. How about 8 No? And then we'll just wing it from there. We're gonna go 8 in a row, JayZ joints. Then we're gonna go to this freestyling, and I got a lot more things to ask, a lot more things to talk about. Top 97, let's go. I give you enough time to set that record up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.